Hey everybody, it's Scott and Ian here. We're in DeBary, Florida, or as the old timers call it, DeBary. And if you can see, we got bees coming and going from this block wall. It's stuccoed. We're going to have to cut through this stuff, so we're going to use, it's a 4.5 inch grinder. We've got a 4-inch diamond blade on there, and that diamond blade is going to cut all but about that much of the block, so we're not going to get any debris in to the brood nest. It's not going to dust out the young larvae and whatnot, or ruin the honey for that matter. But then after that, we got to beat on the block to get it out of there. And as you can see, we got a bunch of stuff to go around here, and we're probably going to end up getting it, most of it, from around the side. So we might have to take out a good bit of block. But let's get into it and we'll find out. Okay, we found them. Let's see if I can get you a shot of them. We made this little exploratory hole here. And as you can see, it's this is some brood comb, and it's some really fairly dark stuff, so it looks like these girls have been in here for a while. Now we've got this this panel box right below it that's going to make things difficult. That we're either going to have to come down the side of it, or if it doesn't go that far down, maybe we can reach it from the top and from the bottom. But we're going to make another little hole way down here and see if they keep going all this far, and if so, we're going to have to cut open pretty much the entire wall. So stay tuned.
Not this far.
No? Good deal. Well, we should have brought the borescope to look up in there. Yeah. Well, they didn't make it down past the panel box, so we might be able to get them all from the top. I don't know. But we'll have to get in there and see.
Alright guys, we figured out where it ends. It's somewhere right around here at the surge protector. So we cut ourselves a little glory hole here. And reach up and feel the bottom of the comb. And they're getting a bit feisty with only me for some reason, so I have my veil on, and yeah, let's get it done.
Yeah, if you take a quick look at Ian's right eye, they've already gotten him twice there, so. But we've got that little tiny slit there, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get the comb out of that slit or not. We might be able to pass it up to the bigger hole, or we might be able to pass it down to the hole down here, but we'll have to see what happens.
Got it? Yep.
Check that on the back side and everything for a clean. I don't know how many bees are going to come out with it. We have 2 combs in one.
Oh yeah.
Try to ease it out up there. Get some rubber bands on frame and save this piece. Okay, now we really don't think we're going to be able to get the queen. Even if we do see her, there's just not enough room to get in there and grab her. So what we've already planned on doing is getting as much of this out as we can. However, we're going to leave one piece of comb up there at the very top, small little piece of comb. We're going to leave them overnight, come back in the morning. Hopefully the bees that have, you know, hidden back in these blocks here, scooted away, including probably the queen, will have come out then. They'll cluster around that piece of comb. And then I've got just enough room to get the vacuum hose in there. And if I can be quick, I can vacuum that queen up. Other than that, we'll be lucky if I can grab it. I didn't get that top cut very straight, did I? I can rubber band that one up.
Other direction, right?
Huh? That's it. Okay, well, we are getting it out of there. Now what Ian's going to do here is he's going to rubber band that brood comb into the frames. We're going to transfer the brood so that they have as many of their bees as possible to maintain a healthy colony. And then I sure hope we can find that queen. There's a good one. That's all open brood. Got a couple of eggs. We'll dust it out on that side. It goes that way. Just you might have to cut a flat spot there. You want my knife? Here. You can bounce them with it. Okay, the next layer of comb back is all brood, drone brood. And we don't keep the drone brood because the drones at this point will be nothing but a drain on this colony that's going to struggle for a while. This is really stressful on the bees to do this. So their population is probably going to dwindle a little bit before they start coming back. And if we had a bunch of drones in there, not bringing in nectar, not bringing in pollen, they're just a drain on their resources. So we don't transfer the drone brood. Hoping we look out and pull a queen out on one of these.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know though, it takes me so long to get them out.
I'm Gary Meet the Man Sweet, and you know when it comes to motorcycles, you just can't beat the selection of different makes and models at Pompano Pass. Here's Bill to tell us more. That's right.
Hey, you can see how bumpy, how this brood comb protrudes from the comb. That's the indication that this is male bees here. So we'll just shake these bees off into our little nuke box and pitch the comb. Okay, I don't know if the camera will get in here for us, but this part of the comb is gone. Still a lot of bees in there. Now the more comb we pull out of there, the more bees we displace. So they're starting to all cluster up here at the top. And as you can see, there's a great many bees. Now there's no comb here. That's just a pure mass of festooning bees there. Yeah, operation. She's a good queen, man. She's laying up a storm. What you got there, Ian?
A handful of bees. I thought she was going to be in here.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a steady stream of them ducking back into the other block, so
Yeah.
chances are pretty good she's back in there. We'll get her in the morning.
Alright guys, we got it all out of there except one little piece that we left at the top, and that's so we can come back in the morning and hopefully the queen will be sitting on there. So now all we got to do is reunite the bees from the vacuum box with the brood back at the bee yard, and then come back in the morning and hope we can find it.
Okay, here we are. It's early the next morning. The sun's just barely starting to peek up, and yeah, they came back and clustered all right. I'll show it to you, but what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to quick sneak in there and vacuum up as many as I can to try to keep them from going back out into the wall again. I've got some bee repellent here that I'll squirt back in there when I can, as much as I can, try to drive as many of them out as I can, but they're clustered all right. Let's give you a look-see. There's a lot more bees than I thought there'd be there this morning. So let me gear up and we'll get them. Well, I ran them out of there for sure. As you can see, they're all clustering up on the wall now, and there aren't that many left. So I've looked through this and I haven't seen the queen. I'm sure she's in my vacuum box by now, but I'll go ahead and clean these up, give them a little time, vacuum them up again, and then go reunite these bees with the ones we took out yesterday. So I hope y'all are having a sweet and sticky day, because we sure are.